Hello and welcome to Last Time On. This is the podcast where we pick a show that none of us have ever seen, watch the pilot, roll some dice, skip some episodes. If you're trying to figure out what happened last time on, I'm Xhafer.
I am Ben.
I am Victor, and I forgot to write a funny pun for the intro today. So
that's fine.
All
I
right.
just kind of changed our intro like 6 episodes ago and didn't even talk to any of you about it.
No, but I liked it.
Yeah, it's more about what we do. And then, I mean, the who's got time for it. I know I don't. It worked, but
yeah,
we don't really watch prestige television anymore. So
Billions
this is prestige television. Yeah.
Well, Billions is kind of is. So, I mean, would prestige television be defined by something you have to pay an extra fee to watch? You know,
I would say it's the budget.
Is it? Is it just the budget? Yeah.
I think it's just the budget.
Well, if that's the case, Viper counts because it got canceled because of its budget being too high.
I'm
sorry.
How that works.
Viper.
Vipper.
There we go. So we got the Billions finale today, but we do have a couple things I want to talk about beforehand.
At
the top. One, Victor, this is something you've done for a number of years, and I'm helping out now. So over on the Dominion Media and Television page on Facebook for a while now, for most of New Trek, I think you started it in Picard Season 1, maybe Lower Deck Season 2 or something.
I believe it was Strange New Worlds was the first one.
Was
the
it?
second season.
Okay.
Or no, it must have been the first season because I had bonus points for if anyone was revealed to be a secret alien species, and Una knocked that one out.
Yeah. But you've been doing this Star Trek Fantasy League, the Away Team Fantasy League.
Yes, I probably should have started with that.
Well,
It's like fantasy football, but with Star Trek, so that means it's just so much better. I started this. Started this because during the final season of Game of Thrones, one of the big, I don't know if it was Wired magazine or some big media outlet was advertising their fantasy Game of Thrones league, and I had a lot of fun with that. And that's how I got introduced to this idea. You draft characters for a new TV show, and depending on what they do on screen, you can gain points or lose points if they die or get injured. And it's just a lot of fun. So when Strange New Worlds was announced, I started looking for something similar where I could do a Strange New Worlds fantasy league, and there wasn't one. I couldn't find one anywhere. And I was like, well, fuck. I'll make my own with blackjack and hookers. So.
Yeah. And so you did. You did it for a number of years. And I remember participating a couple of times before we were friends.
Awesome.
And then this time around, we were talking about it, and I knew that I could use my IT background to help out a bit. So now you can sign up. Yeah, you can go sign up at StarTrekFantasyLeague.com. Proud owner of that domain.
Thank you for grabbing that domain, Xhafer. That's a nice one. I'm amazed that hasn't been taken yet. So
it's funny because I'm just all like today I was playing Warhammer in Ben's basement with a bunch of friends, and I just looked around this group of Warhammer nerds, and I'm all like, I have the nerdiest thing I could say right now, which is I just registered the domain StarTrekFantasyLeague.com.
Oh no!
Hell yes.
And so we've got 89 signups right now on there. Mm-hmm. Shout out to a couple of teams here. Let's see. We got Deep Space Nippons 2 Stoner Boogaloo. Shout out to them. Shout out Unimatrix 69.
Of course. Nice.
My favorite team name that I've seen come across is the NCC 80085.
I mentioned that one to Kareen,
Yeah.
And expecting her to like, no, but she got it right away. She goes, "Oh yeah, that's boobs."
Yeah, it's boobs. It's hilarious. It's just because you look at it and you're like, what? Oh. I don't know anyone who would get it immediately to not get the joke of the joke is getting the joke, which it's a layer of things that I really appreciate.
Yes.
Let's see.
See, now I'm
Spock's on
unfortunately
socks.
like, okay, that's the registry. What is the name of the ship? And I'm trying to think like
The cleavage.
So
No, it's the NCC 80085.
Oh, that's
course.
just the name and the registry.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was
When you hit it, you do both.
You did.
It has to be twins, Ben. That's how it works.
See, I would have assumed it was the Parton.
Oh.
Because she deserves to have a spaceship named after her.
Yeah. Well, it's not. The team name is not. Oh, it is NCC 80085. Okay, I thought it was USS 80085. I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah. There's
Regardless,
some other good ones on there.
there's some really good ones. We'll do some more shout outs in the future on the podcast. Maybe we'll talk about the couple in the top 10 or something who's winning each week.
Yeah.
But
Shout out
go and
to
sign up.
Too Fast, Too Vix.
Too Fast, Too Vix is great. This episode airs the 15th. The registrations for the Fantasy League, are we going to close it the 17th or the 24th?
On the 17th, because that's going to be the date of the premiere of the first episode of Strange New Worlds.
We're getting 2 on that day.
Back to back?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, that'll be fun.
We
be
can
some
close
extra
it the
math to
17th.
do.
If we feel like leaving it open for a week, I don't think that's particularly unjust.
Yeah,
If we want
that's
to leave
fair.
it open to the 24th. It's a lot easier now that it's
that
all
will count
automated.
as the trades for this season then. So
Okay, that works. Yeah,
People
you
like
got the
having the
first week
trades.
to still sign up or trade. So, yeah, that's all what's going on there. Head over to StarTrekFantasyLeague.com, sign up, join in on the fun, tell your friends, get competitive. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good time.
It's going to
And
be.
what is our
a good
other
time.
plug we have to make? And heck, I'll take this.
yeah,
you guys-
awesome. Thank you.
If you guys want to head over to Etsy, it is. What is the name of our page, Xhafer?
It is What Happened Here Pods.
Yeah, so What Happened Here Pods, we now have pod merch. You can buy Who Are You merch. You can buy Cool Girls Don't Look at Explosions merch. We'll have Last Time On merch up there very soon. Yeah, so there's some really cool stuff there. Get Xhafer's face on a shirt.
on
yeah.
a coffee mug.
On a coffee mug.
Coffee
got
mugs are option? Yeah.
Yeah, we got coffee mugs. We have an I Love Lease coffee mug.
We love
And-
these.
We love Lease. And we have a Praise Valen, Eat Flarn, and Die mug.
And lie.
And a lie, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a joke you made, right, Ben?
Yes, it is. It's the happiest moment of my life is I made a joke on Who Are You, and then somebody I don't know made a meme out of it. And I'm just like, yes, I inspired someone by making stupid jokes.
That's the best.
But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. There's hoodies, there's stickers, there's random pod merch for the shows on the network. So go check it out. If there's some Last Time On merch you want to see, get on our Discord and tell us, and we'll make it happen.
I'll
Yeah.
work on a coffee mug that says, if you don't like our podcast, just keep that shit to yourself.
That'll
think
be fun
that-
to take to work.
I think that's yeah. But yeah, I'll be adding some designs for that over the next couple weeks. I apologize. It is absolutely my scatterbrained and attention deficit that has prevented me from finishing setting up the store, but the store will be live very soon. Or it already is live, but you'll be getting the merch from the mail side of the podcast network.
Yeah.
Because, we definitely need to have more male representation in podcasts.
Oh, for sure.
3 dudes with microphones may as well be a podcast genre.
It's either that or 2 women talking about murders.
That is a very popular genre.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of talking about illegal things, we are at the finale of Billions. I feel like we blew through this one in record time.
We got through it in a statistically high amount of episodes. We should have
Yeah.
watched less of this show. statistically.
It's been an
But just
interesting
barely.
ride. So
Just one episode extra from the dice this time. So yeah, no, it's been good. I feel like we rolled low a couple off the start, and then we rolled big the last half, and we just skipped whole seasons. So that's why it feels a bit jumpy. But
yeah, but that's
the
that
nature of
is
the
what.
show.
Yep, that's what we shoot for.
Yeah. So we've got season 7, episode 12, Admiral's Fund.
So we open our episode in media, the gang's all here.
I call them the Axe Ventures, which is why I'm wearing my Avengers off-brand shirt.
Oh,
I love
that's
it.
nice.
Yeah.
Avengers.
Everyone's wrong on it. Thor's got a shuffle. The Hulk is purple. Iron Man has Iron Man's other colors. Hawkeye is shooting hawk claws. Captain America has bald
least
eagles
he's not
all over
shooting
his
two at all.
uniform. It's great.
So this is fun. It's got everybody, and who's back with the snacks?
Bobby is
Chef
back.
Ryan.
Oh,
Chef
it's Chef
Ryan.
Ryan,
Yeah.
literally with the snacks. Yeah, the head chef returns. Have not seen him since.
So- I've started to do some research on the Go Back, and in my research on what we were going to do for the Go Back, I have found that there's this big fan theory that apparently Chef Ryan is actually behind all of Axe's big brain moves. Because whenever,
Nice. I love that.
whenever Axe makes a decision and he wins, there's a scene with Chef Ryan in that episode. And whenever he makes a big decision and loses, Chef Ryan is absent from that episode.
Okay.
I like
I
it.
love these kind
Apparently,
of fan theories.
it's. I didn't read too much because I didn't want to spoil too much before we get the full context of the show, but it seemed very interesting to me.
Well, and I will say I'm going to be careful about my last times on, because people at home, full disclosure to you, when trying to go watch the finale, I accidentally watched the season 7 pilot.
You are so fucking lawful good. You could have just not said that, and we would
Well,
have
my
gotten away
problem
with
is
it.
I ended up watching these back to back, and I'm just like, Ben, you are accidentally going to reference something that happened in the first episode instead of the finale. And I will say, because part of it is there are time skips all over this, but they're all flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The season 7 premiere is just flashback after flashback after flashback, and it's cool, it's interesting, but it's like disorienting. But we now have snacks. Kate Sacker is there. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
all right, it's game day. And we get
Yeah.
our first flashback of this episode, where we find out that Kate was planning a run for Congress, but now is kind of putting that on hold for Prince's presidential career, where stuff is going interesting. But then we have dinner, where Wendy, Wags, and Taylor are all at this same restaurant. And they're just like, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
She called you too.
And Kate shows up like 20 seconds after Taylor, who's the last of the three to show up, and they all have like a minute to like freak out, which means, and I love this about this show, Kate is canonically like hiding in an alleyway watching, which is what the people in this show do, where it's just like, all right, how long does it take him to freak out just enough?
Hiding in a bush is not illegal. Hey, I got as much right to be there as a squirrel or a cat.
Yeah. If anything I've learned about business is that it's about timing your entrance for the most possible dramatic effect.
You know,
From this episode.
you're
Or
not
from
wrong,
Billions, anyway.
actually.
But we see that she's like, hey, I know you guys are being suspicious. You're onto some stuff. Why shouldn't I just go to Prince right now? I'll give you 1 minute to convince me. And
Yeah.
Wendy goes,
Oh.
give me 3 minutes. Which, how does she know my Tinder bio?
Yeah.
You know how she knows, Ben.
Yeah, I like how assertive Wendy is in this moment. I mean, even though she's the one who got, just the way she says sit down and give me 3 minutes and just
Mm-hmm.
points and commands. But, well, I guess that is kind of her thing as far as her extracurricular hobbies go.
So what's really cool about this is the way this episode is set up is it is recontextualizing stuff that we've seen throughout, like, that I'm assuming you would have seen throughout the course of the season, where it's like we're flashing back and showing what was happening in the scene right before the scene you saw, and it's like, oh man, this is some real, like, this is some fun Ocean's 11, like, this is what I wanted to watch this show for. And it's making me happy.
Heist tropes. Those
Yeah,
are my
where
favorite.
it's
I love a
just
good
like,
heist movie.
We knew you saw everything that, like, Prince knew, and now you're finding out everything he didn't know.
Yeah, the meeting with that Wendy had with what's his name,
Philip,
at the bar after their awkward confrontation.
Well, so this is before their awkward confrontation.
I thought it was after.
No, because she
Oh, wait,
says,
no,
I
it
need you to
was-
come back to the
okay.
office and do something uncomfortable.
Ah, right.
So he is in, and now you need to go back and be out so nobody knows. But now we see Prince and Scooter. Where are they, Vic?
Prince and Scooter. Oh, they're in a freaking government SUV on their way to
Camp David.
Oh my god, ew, David!
Camp David. That's right.
And so, Xhafer, I gotta ask you.
All right.
What happened to her?
What the hell happened?
But I got the van.
Oh, this is simple. The president's just meeting with the candidates because he's not running for a second term. So he's just meeting with everyone. This is actually not terribly uncommon at a late stage of the election.
All right.
Like the
This is a thing
potential
that happens.
candidates all meet with the current president.
Yeah,
something like that.
you might meet with the president when you're a presidential candidate if he's not running again. They are
See, I
running
thought
again.
that,
I don't want to date this podcast that much. I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was it was a personal thing where he was going to get like a personal recommendation or an endorsement from the
He
current
might be
sitting
getting an
president.
endorsement. I feel like he's running as an independent,
I believe so.
That
but
is
they don't
that is
say
correct.
it, and that'd be unusual for a sitting president to cross party lines.
Mm-hmm.
And
But it's hard to say exactly what's going on with that.
And Victor, who's making the call? Saying, "Hey, I see them. They just drove past me."
Oh,
Yes,
our
spawn
boy
point.
Hall is back.
Yeah.
And he changed his class to electrical construction worker before he re-logged in.
Yeah, he calls and was just like, "You've got 90 minutes to 2 hours from now."
Yeah, this is some really good heist tropey shit. I love
Yeah.
that. And I also feel like this is one of Bobby's signature plays. It's something he uses a lot. He does his schemes while his target is away from their phone.
Yes, I noticed that as well.
Yeah, it's a good move. You don't
So I'm
want
going to
him
say last
checking
time on,
things.
we've missed at least one other time he's done this.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Separates you from your phone and then destroys your business right out from under your knees.
when you can't
When you-
do anything to reflex. Chuck is a U.S. attorney here, federal, confirmed
Yep.
by the handful of things here, but he's meeting with his office about collusion between natural gas firms and foreign powers.
And he's saying that there are 6 natural gas companies, and they're price fixing with China and Russia and Iran, and we need to loose the hounds upon them.
Now, this is a 4D chess strategy from Chuck here, because he wants them on the trail of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he wants this to leak. He wants the prices to plummet.
Hmm.
They know that there's a leak, and they want to find out who is the apprehension, they say, but we find out later he knows exactly who the leak is.
Yes.
But not before Taylor turns an algorithm around to presumably spend Prince's money terribly. So we
Yeah.
hear bits and pieces about this defender algorithm thing that Taylor's put together that tells them when to buy and when to sell. basically automated Dollar Bill's job, along with a handful of other people, I would imagine.
And so I'm going to say last time on, they pushed Prince into a point where he was just like, no, you guys just do whatever the algorithm tells you.
Yes.
You don't think, you let the AI do its job, and like had made them like you can't even question it, so that when they pull
Right.
this, no one is even like thinking like, hey, no, we can't just blindly follow the algorithm. It's like, no, Prince yelled at us and told us we have to.
Right. I have a feeling that a lot of the employees there are unhappy because Prince made that move to have the algorithm do all their calls, and the only thing the brokers actually do is because you legally have to have someone approving it or buying or selling. That's their only job now, is to just oversee the algorithm and buy and sell when it tells them to.
Yeah.
And so I think there's a lot of anger about that in the office.
Yep.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd imagine there would be. We assume this is going to work out here. Axe makes an overture to Taylor to come and work for him again, this time with a defined exit to help alleviate concerns. Make the money you need for your projects to help the world. They'll consider it.
And this is a start of a recurring drumbeat of people getting offered jobs, which was rough.
Philip gets Dollar Bill and Victor trading as Spyro quotes
Spiros.
Bill and Ted. Spiros. As Spiros quotes Bill and Ted.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Yes. And he's like, no, but we need to alert somebody. And he's like, why? They told us we have to just follow the algorithm. You know,
Well,
what are they going to say?
He's found the thread.
Yeah.
It's more than that. He's like, hey, there's a bunch of money set aside here in this weird fund I've never seen, and it's all natural gas stock. That's fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I was happy because we haven't seen Spiros in a while, and I was just like, oh man, what happened to that goofy goober?
I have a feeling he has gone down the Flanderization path that I predicted. Unfortunately, I didn't make an official prediction, but after we saw him in the top hat,
Yes.
yeah.
And then we find out from Mafi that the leaks be leaking.
Yeah, Axe Cap here is poised to take advantage as Dollar Bill and Victor wait to sell to stave off losses. They really want to, but they can't because they have to hold until the algorithm says it's okay to sell.
Yes.
Philip has got them adhering to that. Kate and Chuck meet to talk about her next job as Brian walks in.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. He's out of jail.
Yes, he's out of jail and apparently working as a hibachi chef. So I'm going to say last time on, we find out about this at a very awkward dinner where Chuck and Wendy go to the hibachi place not knowing Brian works there. And he almost flings a hot shrimp at Chuck, but his floor manager is just like, no. But they're making amends.
Yeah, they've got his law license reinstated, so he can go to private practice now.
It's been reinstated.
Prince returns from his meeting with the president as Axe calls him at just the right time to tell him he's fucked.
Yeah, I'm not doing a thing to you. I did a thing to you.
Yeah, it's
Do
real.
you think I would have
Ozymandias
told you
energy.
my plan if there was any chance you could stop it? I did it 15 minutes ago.
I'm here for it. Man, I wish I could Ozymandias somebody someday. I don't know why I would be, but just the telling someone something and then they're just all like, oh, well, I can stop you now. And I'm like, bitch, I did 20 minutes ago. It's done. It'll probably be with something really mundane, like my boss asking me for a report that I knew was going to need to happen. But I really hope I get to do that one day.
And we get Taylor and Wendy, who are now about to put in their part of the plan, where they go back to the office, and Wendy's just like, this is going to be fucking nuts. And they tell something interesting here, that money is like flying in the clouds. You can't tell which way is up, which is a thing that can happen. And also, a thing I learned about diving is once you hit 40 feet down, you no longer float.
You sink?
So it's not even that deep that you start sinking. And so it is just one of those things where you are now in a place where your senses are not attuned to keep you alive. And money does that as well. You are just out of touch with all of the things you need to give you as a human feedback. And I love that analogy. So, hey, everybody, it's me, Ben, your internet dad. And if you ever manage to get filthy, like crazy rich, you need to really be careful. Like, put money away, put it in a trust where you cannot touch it, and you still need to do things like buy your own groceries. You need to do things like pump your own gas. It doesn't matter if you have to go to work or not. You still need to do things keeping you in touch with life. Because otherwise, you lose your sense of smell, touch, taste. And you're lost in the clouds, and you cannot know which way is up.
Whew. Well, that is certainly how I feel right now. Sorry, guys, if my voice is a little off. It's because I had a massage earlier at a place that my back was so messed up from all this moving and everything. And at the front counter there, they sold THC gummies, and I was like, "Holy shit, those are legal in Texas!" And
no,
well, it wasn't one of those type of massage parlors. It was
so much.
I wasn't gonna ask.
No, it's a therapeutic thing. It's a legit place.
I'm sure.
But I don't think I should have eaten 2 of them.
No,
they came in a 4-pack. So
read the serving size, Victor. Hey, everybody, it's Ben, your internet plug. Read the serving size.
Anyways,
Chuck and Dava.
well, no, it's Taylor and Wendy.
Oh, okay.
Because in the Discord, I think it was in the recording notes channel, Vic made a request.
I did.
Specifically to get Beth's gaydar reading on Taylor and Wendy, and this was the scene to get that reading on. And so I want to report back the results of this.
I am eager to see the results
Because,
of
I'm going to guess
gaydar
she read it as super gay.
I mean, okay, internet, if you don't listen to Cool Girls Don't Look at Explosions, what the fuck are you doing?
It's
Great show. Go listen to it. But my partner Beth, one of the co-hosts on that show, does have a tendency to make everything gay, which is her prerogative. And I want you to know that it's not just like that when she's watching TV show for pod. It's like that every day of my life. Mm-hmm. So we watched this scene together, and she gave me some notes to share with the class. 1, they're gonna bang. But they will realize that they aren't compatible sexually. Their breakup will be amicable, and they will always speak fondly of each other, but they are both super tops, and it just won't work.
Super tops.
Super tops.
That feels like something that, like, they sold in, like, 1997. Mm-hmm. That, like, you get one for Christmas, and it immediately, like, took out some kid's eye, and they couldn't sell them anymore.
Sounds to me like an off-brand of Nikes.
Super tops.
Yeah.
Look, guys.
If you have to ask, big man, you can't afford it.
Okay, so now we have Chuck and Dava, and they need to go down to the SEC and say, hey, don't put any holds on anything. Do not reverse anything. Hold out for a few more hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get Prince Rage, where, man, this guy can rock a vest. Like, he is
He
jacked.
can. Yeah.
And he throws a printer through Wendy's window, which is the scene that started the season 7 premiere.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
That's fun.
And that really threw me for a loop because I'm like, oh, shoot, did I accidentally go back and start watching the premiere again? What's going on?
Yeah, and I cannot believe I did not realize until this episode that this guy who played Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man, he was also MODOK in Quantumania.
Yep.
Which I have missed out on so many jokes I could have made about that giant floating head with baby legs.
And we see now the New York governor shows up just to rain shit on his parade. Where she's like, hey, I'm not going to be your VP candidate anymore.
Yep.
This was, I felt like a lot of the editing in this episode was Christopher Nolan inspired. Because we do get a lot of
That's
flashbacks.
fair.
Yeah. Adding
I
context
felt
to
very,
scenes.
very Dunkirk.
Yes, it is Dunkirk. I'm done.
It's one take.
Kirk.
And
that's 1917. Ignore me.
Yes. And then we get a flashback to everybody convincing the governor to not run as Prince's VP because when he gets knocked out, you move up the ticket.
Yep.
And they say, hey, after what he said about the nukes, like, he's treading water.
I caught that.
So what happened her?
What the hell happened?
But I got the van.
So
What did he say about the nukes?
Do you guys remember back when Obama was running against John McCain? And one of the biggest things that the Obama campaign, or actually just, I don't remember who started it, but there was a video of McCain doing a speech at a VFW and taking questions. And at the time, there was a big concern with Iran. So the question was, what are we going to do? What are you going to, if you become president, what are you going to do about Iran? And McCain started singing a little song, and he went, bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran.
I remember this.
Yeah. So I think what happened here was their Prince, being the one-upman that he is, he created an entire beatbox song about Bomb Iran and did a remix.
I like it. I like it.
Dude, wait,
like,
what?
He released a whole Spotify playlist about nuking everybody. But now I'm going to ask you guys a question. In our pilot episode, we have a bit that freaks everybody out because Prince quotes somebody. I'm going to ask you guys, who does Prince quote? Does he quote Prince? Does he quote Mussolini? Does he quote Hitler? Or does he quote Joseph Stalin?
I think I actually caught it. It slipped that it was a quote from Stalin.
Okay. Well, I
So
don't
it was
remember the
Stalin?
quote that we're guessing. So I'm going to say Prince quotes Prince.
No. Prince quoted Hitler.
No, he did not.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And I forget the quote, but I recognized it. I was just like, holy shit. Like, in my note, like, Prince just quoted Hitler. And then they leave the meeting, and Taylor just looks over at Wendy, and Wendy's like, did he just quote Hitler?
Was it, we need breathing room? Earth, Hitler, 1941.
Yeah.
Great line from The Undiscovered Country, Star Trek. Yeah.
Yes. So, Scooter ran to the SEC, said they won't undo any of their trades. We're screwed. In fact, we have negative equity.
Yes. Things are so bad that they had to go and dip into the private equity chunk of their business and start selling their shares of businesses to cover their losses.
Yeah. And this destroys Prince's monetary worth.
This is where all the money actually is, and
Right.
it's all gone.
And it's like they are kind of like implying that he's hit rock bottom now, but apparently rock bottom for him is only $100 million.
Well, and so here they turn on the TV because everybody has impeccable timing in this show. And Chuck is just like, hey, just want to let everybody know that leak that went out, we looked into it. There was no collusion. the Chinese and the Ruskies were like, hey, you want to collude? And our good American natural gas company said no. And so all of the stocks just immediately start rebounding. And so everybody who didn't panic sell will be fine.
Right. I like to think that whoever was holding the remote in that scene, they had it on DirecTV and live and paused it and then rewinded it and wait till Prince entered the room for dramatic effect.
And Scooter is shook and like just blankly walks up to his office.
Yeah. He's having a bad day. He turns to Philip, just the extent of everything. They're so fucked. They're just so fucked he can't handle it. Kate did get herself to win no matter what. It's revealed in this.
Yes.
If this didn't work and Prince was not fucked, she would be fine because she had warned Prince that this was going to happen. But she also warned Prince to throw him off scent to help them out. So she was going to be good either way. Very Xanatos gambit of her.
Yes.
And I appreciate the hell out of a Xanatos gambit.
Pay a man enough, and he'll walk barefoot into hell.
Prince is yelling at his own machinations, bringing about his downfall. The TV goes on, and Chuck sends his team home to relax. Scooter's up in his office. He's beat up. He has a conversation with Prince. I'm done, not because you've hit rock bottom, but because I let you hit rock bottom. This isn't on you. This is on me. And this is when Chuck visits his dad.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe he's still alive.
I can't believe he's still fucking alive. And he's
I'm going to say last time on, his son got him a black market kidney or liver or whatever it is. That was failing. Yeah.
I'm going to say last time on, Chuck Sr. got himself a black market kidney. And Chuck is just like, I could have done something, Pop. And he's like, I took care of it myself. And it's like, no, there was an illegal organ trade. Like, this will ruin everything.
That is 100% Chuck Sr.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being the series finale, there would be an entire episode where they're scheming and they run into problems and they, have to fix things.
I wonder if there was a lot of that last episode.
Everything
that was the whole
worked
season.
out.
The whole season was scheming?
Well, because the season premieres with the printer going through the window and why do you hate me? Why do you think I can't be fucking president? And then jumps back. And it's just like, what is going to happen to get to the point where a printer is getting thrown through Wendy's office? And we don't know until now that everybody's been in on it.
See, having seen just this episode, it just seemed like it was lame. There was no tension. Everything worked out. But it works if this entire season was leading up to that. And this is just
I
this
believe
entire
every
episode
had a
big
thing
payoff.
like Philip sitting in with Wendy and being like, yes, I hate Prince, but I'm not in on whatever you're doing. And you're watching it just like, man, Philip should be in with them. And then you get to this episode and you find out, oh, Philip was in with them, but he had to go into the office and say, I'm not. Hey, oh man, he got the governor on his side. Hey, we don't know that they already went back and got the governor off of his side,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Axe offers to take over the lease. And here is where we find out that, hey, you're not broke or anything. I know that you've got $100 million in various black-owned banks. Killer Mike told me.
Yeah.
So, Xhafer? Whopper.
What the hell happened? Can't explain. But I got the van.
So this would have been like, when was Killer Mike and Bernie Sanders a thing? Because that was a thing for a minute.
I mean, that was in 2016.
Was that in 2016? Fuck me. Oh my God. Okay. Well, it's obviously a play on that. But I'm going to guess that in his attempt to run independent, he goes to Bernie. I don't know if it's a full cameo or if they just reference a conversation. I'm going to guess they reference a conversation because Bernie doesn't seem like the type to be on a TV show called Billions. And he, in trying to impress on Bernie or something, or to stop him from getting the support of other independents, they have that conversation.
Okay. But I was like, wait, they just casually reference Killer Mike here, who's apparently
Who was
friendly
great
enough
live,
with,
by the way. I saw him on Tuesday.
Yeah,
it's great.
What?
Yeah. Went and saw RTJ and Wu-Tang.
Oh, yeah, I heard about the Wu-Tang concert.
Great show.
Yeah, and so he's got $100 million left, but that's like being a billionaire in Indiana.
This is supposed to be the episode where he gets defeated by the team efforts of Chuck and Axe.
Losing, presumably, I mean, the show is Billions with an S, right?
Okay, it just irritates me that, you poor thing, you only have $100 million left.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck this guy.
Yes.
If he was actually fully broke, you might feel sorry for him. I think the point is that you can't feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
It leaves him rich enough to rage against his fate without being like, I'm just going to come back here with a gun. Because apparently anybody can come into these offices at any time.
There's no security.
Yeah. So he says, I'm going to build it up again. America loves the second act. And then Wags here is, and I wrote this in my notes, he is the George Harrison of ass kissing, where he's just laying it down perfect. Like,
I was going to say the scene where, MODOK is defeated and he goes, I think it was a missed opportunity to put in a really funny, awkward silence where, he does his strut, he straightens his jacket, he calls for the elevator. And it would have just been really funny if that just held there for a minute while the entire staff was just standing there watching him and he's just kind of, the elevator takes a really long time.
I do believe that in order to join Axe Cap or Prince Cap, part of the interview is, all right, I need you to stand over here like you're in the background of a shot where everybody's finding out that you played them. Because everybody is just in crazy power poses. It's great. But we find out here that they have this side pot of money that was just to be used for when the C-suite wanted to move on a super sweet deal and just take advantage for themselves without putting everybody's money into it.
Freaking Deus Machina bank fund.
Well, but it's the sort of thing where it's like, hey, if I move all of my hedge fund's money into this, that's going to show up and everybody's going to see it. If I move just a couple $100 million in there, we make $100 million and walk away clean without everybody being like, why is everybody putting all their money into Benko? But here we find out
Internet
that
Dad Company.
yeah, one Spiros shows up and he's been roughed up.
I was wondering what was wrong with his face.
Because he immediately ran to go rat out to Prince and got beat up by Marines. And I would pay so much money to have seen that scene. It would have broken the flow of the episode. But,
it would have been great as an after-credit stinger.
yeah. But here's how we found out that everybody who works there's money got put into this side pot. And when all of the stocks rebounded, they all tripled their money.
Yep.
So, hey, we just managed to design this to just screw over Prince and anyone else who had money in natural gas and got immediate cold feet. But the rest of the day traders, they're fine.
Yep. They're all okay. They're more than okay. They're all rich.
Even Spiros.
Yes.
Axe Cap is reformed. There's some speech here. I stopped listening when he said alpha. But Philip goes to his uncle Scooter.
Yes.
To let him know that he isn't fucked.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise.
Yeah, I did not realize they were related, but cool.
He had made allusion earlier in the episode to being trusted because of his connection to Scooter. And so it being familial checks out. Chuck and Axe break up the band amicably, knowing that they might find themselves at odds again. Axe gives a USB stick to Chuck to buy some indulgences. What do you think, y'all? Let's get weird with it. What's on this USB stick?
Let's get weird.
Is 100%.
Don't say the Epstein list.
Dude, that makes me so angry. But it was 100% that Prince has a thing for retro gaming. And Chuck, having confiscated some illegal ROMs being shipped across the Mexican border, he let that slip as like a little bribe. It is a USB stick filled with classic 8-bit era Nintendo and Super Nintendo games.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say that as part of being away for a year, not only was Axe hiding under the radar, he was also digging up dirt on everyone else they hate. So it has dirt on Birch, on Commander Ransom. It has money on Krakow, or it has dirt on Krakow. It has dirt on everybody who...
Chuck Sr., yeah.
Probably Chuck Sr. Anyone who has ever slighted Axe or Chuck, hey, you can use this at any time and hurt them. Like, that governor, that old governor, I've got him. Every state senator who voted you out, I've got them. Like, this will keep you distracted and leave me alone.
You think it's got dirt on Ryan?
Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly, Ben. Almost.
Is there dirt on Ryan, the head chef?
Well, no.
As well?
It's not that it's dirt like blackmail or stuff that they've done. It's just feet pics. It's feet pics on all of those people.
We have a great bit where we find out, first we find out Taylor is leaving. They need to be doing something else. But then we get Scooter and Wags, who, I like them together. They are just fun.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, you made me a better, yes, my master, second guy. Iron sharpens iron, and Igor's sharpen Igor's.
And they mentioned going out for a scotch. I'm not sure if he actually mentioned Mitchers or not, but I think it was at least heavily implied.
I think it was because he drinks all that Mitchers. Scooter had tried to invite him over for a scotch at one point, and so Wags returns that. Wags is inviting him out for a scotch because that's what he likes. Fun moment with them. Wendy tells Axe she's done here, but not done having him in her personal life. She just wants to be friends. Axe takes his office back. Wendy exits to find Chuck waiting, and they head out to a family dinner.
Now, I want to say, though, Xhafer, when Axe took his office back, did you notice anything that set off the IT professional bells in your head?
There's a unlocked computer with a monitor just running. It's like he just sits down at Prince's account. No, you disable that account in Active Directory and you build Prince a new. That's not how this works. I was very upsetty spaghetti.
Well, also, nobody's computers ever time out or lock. It is always a screen full of stocks and data, and it is never like the corporate lock screen with somebody don't forget the corporate retreat.
And also, it's always behind them, so that you can see it on the camera. The monitors with the stock tickers are always behind them, so you can see the stock ticker, so you know that they're business people. But can you imagine if a monitor you needed to do your job was always behind you? Just thinking about that right now, just having to constantly pivot between. Fuck that.
I'm going to say last time on that someone created that as a screensaver that they could just run in the background to make it look like they were working or being more busy than they actually were. And then that caught on, and other people started doing it, and now everyone just does it, and they don't know how it started.
All right.
Yeah, so we find out Wendy is working in telehealth, but the Rhodeses, they're on a road that I think might bring them back together.
Wags is going to stick around for at least a bit until things get moving at Axe Cap again. He's there for forever. I don't know why he's fronting. Taylor arrives at their new HQ, which Axe has already had rebranded since the start of the episode. They've been out of that building for like 4 hours.
Is that what was going on there? Or I thought maybe that was a time skip forward. But no,
It might be, but it's funnier to think of it happening during the course of the episode, and Taylor immediately leaves and goes there.
Or Taylor's like, yes, I will stay. And he's just like, cancel the giant granite name.
But also, it happens in between Wags and the hiring and family dinner. So, like, it has to be the same day. Even if it's, like, a little bit later than it feels like, it'd be really weird to just, like, have that scene be
Have
after,
one scene
I
from
guess.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah. And then go back so that you can end on the family dinner at Hibachi.
Yep, and who's cooking up the shrimpies?
Yeah,
Bobby.
that's our boy. And he's good at it.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
Brian.
catch if
Brian.
Yeah, I hope they sent this actor to the Benihana Academy to learn how to do these moves for this episode.
Well, I'm guessing this isn't the first time we've. In fact, I'm going to say last time on, this is not the first time we've seen him do hibachi.
I know that it's not because I've seen a clip.
Oh, okay.
In doing research for how we're going to do our recap, which we need to talk about, I was making sure that it was sufficient for the material, and in skipping through and seeing how much it covered and how in depth it got, I did see a bit of
Hibachi Brian
and Kate talking at the hibachi place.
Well, earlier in this episode, when they have the conversation with Brian and Chuck and Kate, and they get him reinstated, they mentioned something about him doing hibachi, and I was just under the impression that he took it up as a hobby. Or,
I mean, it's hard to get a job when you're a con man.
Yeah, I thought he took it up as a hobby, but then to come to find out that it's like you said, he. I would love it if Chuck was having dinner there, and he just randomly is their hibachi guy.
Just run into him. That's the show.
Yeah,
we did it.
Yeah.
So next week we're gonna do our review. I found these 20-minute videos that recap each season, 20 minutes a season. What I'm going to suggest we do, we've got two routes, is either we can each pick a couple seasons, summarize, and present to the group, or we can plan for an extra long recording session and just set aside like 2.5 hours to do an episode, and then pause our recording, watch the 20-minute video, and then immediately talk about the 20-minute video right after we watch it. So we'd cut out the bits of us watching it. We wouldn't actually do that because it'd be a forever episode. We don't want to do that to everyone. And us sitting here in silence is not going to make good radio. But I think it'd be more fun to get immediate reactions as we watch the video.
That would also make it harder, but that will make it harder because we have to, talk about immediately recap what we just watched, and then give our reactions to it. I think it will be better if we present.
Oh, boo. That's more work up front, and I don't want to do more work up front, Ben.
I'm down for the live reaction. So.
Ha! We're voting. Live reaction.
We did this democratically, just like the guys in Squid Game.
Yeah. So, we'll watch the 20 minutes. We'll talk about the stuff that happened that we remember from that 20 minutes, and then we'll go do the next one, so on and so forth. All right. Maybe we can pause every 10 minutes or something over the course of the video.
It'll be fun, bring some snacks. Yeah,
bring some snacks. Grab an adult beverage. We'll do the thing. It'll be fun. And that will be next week. And we'll also go over all of our predictions before then.
Yeah.
Right. I will go back. My homework this week is to go back and catalog all our predictions and come up with an estimated running total.
Okay.
And I will say, have we decided on our go back episode yet?
No.
Because this is a thing I want
in mind.
We talked about it last episode off pod, but I want to tell everybody part of why I picked Billions was because Clancy freaking Brown was in 17 episodes of this show, and we managed to just miss him. He was in 2 seasons as I'm in 7 episodes of this season character, and we saw an episode in both seasons and just happened to miss him. And I want my Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second highest rated episode on IMDb has Clancy Brown.
Oh, it does?
So if that's where we want to go, then we can do that pretty
Wasn't
easily.
this the one that I think there was a 9.6 in there somewhere?
There's also
which is-
a absurdly high rated episode.
Yeah.
That does not have Clancy Brown.
Yeah, I vote for Clancy Brown.
Yeah, I'm here for Clancy Brown.
I knew you would be.
So we'll do that. But we'll talk more about that next week as well. Until then, though, we should probably say thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Say
Ray.
something.
Thank you so much. Thanks for letting us use Dude Squad as our theme. Fucking great song. Fucking great to have it play every time we record. And thank you so much. The new album coming out soon, tour. Go check it out.
Yeah.
And thank you to you, the listener. If you want to hit us up with a message, if you want to comment on our podcast, or be part of the after party we usually have, find us on Discord. Search for the What Happened Here Productions Discord server. And if you like our podcast, please leave us a review. That'd be great. If you do, we will give you a shout out here on the show. And if you don't like our podcast, well, just keep that shit to yourself.
And we'll see you next time on Last Time On.